How do I get over the mean things my 33F husband, 36M, said to me? Husband and I both have COVID. And he's been grumpy ever since. The other night, I was having a coughing fit, which really got on his nerves. He came in from the other room and said I was coughing on purpose. PSSHHHH, yeah right. I wish. And that coughing isn't a real COVID symptom, since he hasn't had a cough. I pulled up on Google and showed him it was like the second symptom listed. Anyway, he just kept laying into me and just being really mean. And I was like, damn. Sometimes it seems like you don't like me very much. So he said, you're right. Let's get a divorce tomorrow. I fucking hate you. I hate being with you. There is literally nothing sexy about you. You have big shoulders like your dad. You look like your dad. You aren't a sexy woman at all. I ended up just going in the bedroom and crying and crying and crying. I felt like my heart was broken into tiny pieces. At one point, he yelled, "God damn. If you're gonna cry all night, do it a little quieter." Which just broke me up again. Details. We've been together for 11 years. Married almost 7 years. He's right. I do have big shoulders like my dad and do look like my dad. You don't get over it. You don't rug sweep it. You don't force him to apologize. Being tired from being sick is no excuse. Being cranky from being sick is no excuse. He not only cruelly insulted you, but he viciously attacked you where he knew you were vulnerable. It wasn't the heat of the moment. He had those locked and loaded and ready to use. He didn't just make a nasty comment off the cuff. This was deliberately intended to cut you deeply. Don't let him make excuses or justify his behavior. A lazy and simple, "I'm sorry," won't come close to demonstrating true remorse necessary for a genuine apology. Nor does it acknowledge the hurt he caused, or make amends for any of it. Those comments were vicious and underline a meanness of spirit that makes me wonder what you see in him and why you're still married to someone who has no respect for you and treats you like garbage. Follow through with the divorce. He's emotionally abusing you while you're sick. He's not a good guy. He's not even faking remorse. You don't get over it. You get out. He enjoyed eviscerating you emotionally while you were weak and unable to leave. He's a bad person. Get the divorce. www.thehotline.org. Divorce him, darning, and see all that weight leaving your shoulders less than 3. He is telling you that he wants a divorce. Why not take him up on that? My ex said things like that to me. He picked on my biggest insecurities to break me down and make me more willing to stay. He'd say, "You're fat and wear glasses. No one else will want you except me because I'm nice enough to overlook that." It's a narcissist's biggest tactic to break someone down. Please leave. You can't change this type of behavior yourself or overnight. Your husband needs therapy for his behavior and you'll need it to heal yourself. Call his bluff and leave. No one deserves to be made to feel like shit while in a loving relationship, regardless of the surrounding circumstances. And all this heard over a coughing fit? God forbid you cough when you're sick. I'm so sorry. Why would you want to just simply get over that? That's something you need to address head on. And if he really meant it, then it seems like it's time for a divorce. Ask him if divorce is a symptom of COVID. You don't get over it. You leave him. I would be heartbroken too if my husband said that to me. Not feeling well and being grumpy isn't an excuse for what he said. That's like not okay. Like seriously, if he heard you crying, he should have comforted you and told you he was sorry and he didn't mean it. Or better yet, not said trashy things like that in the first place. Give me your phone number, Bekwase, I want to cry with you. OMG, you poor thing. I read this out loud to my husband and he turned around with the most disgusting face. Drop that man. You can do a billion times better. I'm so sorry you heard that from someone you love. I would literally throw a knife at my husband if I heard those words in a serious conversation. He told you the truth in his anger. How he actually feels. You get over it by getting well, then going to a lawyer and handing him divorce papers. Go to couples therapy or divorce him. There is no in between. He treats you like shit and claims he doesn't love you. That is not okay, and I'm so sorry he said those things. You deserve someone that will not point out physical faults, but will make you feel celebrated, beautiful and confident, even on your worst days. It sounds like he enjoyed hurting your feelings, and that's awful. COVID or no COVID, people that love each other shouldn't speak to each other like that. If I were you, I'd sit him down and tell him how much his words really hurt you. If he doesn't acknowledge his wrongdoing and apologize, then I'm afraid you really need to have a long think about whether being married is worth this kind of hurt. That's absolutely horrible. Please leave him. Having contempt for your partner is not a good sign. Divorce him because no, and you deserve better. A real partner would bring you tea and cough drops. This is disgusting behavior. Like, let him give you the gift of divorce. I will just say this. Not even in my most toxic, horrible arguments with my ex. And I was a real boss sometimes, although TBF, so was she. Did I ever tear into her looks or body like that? That's beyond fucked up.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.